The Environment Ministers confirmed they're looking at plans to protect the capital from rising sea levels beyond the lifespan of our defence systems. Of course, we're currently protected by the Thames Barrier, but we do need a backup for when we can't use that anymore. One of the suggestions today was to build long glass walls along the river in central London. Martin Stew reports.
We've all seen the pictures of damage and devastation caused by floods, but it seems most of us are completely unaware of whether our homes could one day be swamped too. According to the Floods Minister, who took a tour of the Thames Barrier today, 580,000 buildings in London are at risk of flooding, and 2/3 of the owners have no idea. As individuals, there are plenty of things we can all do, but the main line of defence is this 39-year-old barrier. It was only meant to keep operating for another 9 years, but will be eked out for at least another 39 instead.
We can extend the life of the barrier even further by raising the gates and doing some civil engineering work around, or it may actually mean a new barrier in 2070, which would be further downstream, could be around Longreach, Tilbury area.
Judging by some of the scary sea level rise modelling which shows worst case scenarios, even that multi-billion-pound scheme alone may not be enough.
You might notice that the banks here by the barrier and further downstream are 3 metres above the Thames. But as you head in towards the city, they're much lower.
What they have done is just added to the walls each time, but quite clearly that's not tenable. You can't keep doing that. So it will be having a barrier as well, and it will also be looking at interesting structures, for example glass walls to look through, because we don't want to destroy the beautiful environment, do we, of London that is so special.
So you can have a glass wall running along the South Bank?
They've got that in a few other places actually, so I'm not saying that will happen, but it is an option.
That could look a little like this, which has been built in Cumbria. Those big engineering solutions will be decided in the next decade, depending on how climate change is panning out. In the meantime, we're all encouraged to do our bit to make sure our own homes are protected. Martin Stew, ITV News.